Have a pleasant day, everyone. I am Michael Lopez together with Alpha Lagrada, and today we are going to discuss weather forecasting. But before anything else, let me read to you our learning objectives. At the end of the lesson, students will be able to first, define weather forecasting. Second, explain how weather forecasting has evolved over time. And lastly is to identify the tools used to predict weather. Now let's start. So, what is weather forecasting? Weather forecasting is a science of predicting the state of the atmospheric at a specific location and time in the future. So, it uses data from the sky like temperature, wind, and clouds, plus tools like satellites, radars, and computers to figure out things. But before satellites and supercomputers, people relied on nature and observation. Therefore, let us know what are those ancient weather forecasting. So first, we have the Babylonians in 650 BC. They used cloud patterns to predict weather. Second one is the ancient Greeks that issued public forecasts to help with farming. Third one is the Chinese and Indian civilizations that tracked rainfall and seasonal changes. And lastly is the folklore and proverbs like red sky at night, sailor's delight were common tools. So let us now know the three scientific principles behind forecasting. First is the atmospheric dynamics, which it understands how air masses, pressure systems, and jet streams interact. So this is about how air moves and interacts in the atmosphere. The second one is the thermodynamics. It is how heat transfer affects temperature, humidity, and cloud formation. This explains how heat energy moves and affects the weather. Lastly is the fluid mechanics. So in here, air behaves like a fluid. So its motion follows physical laws like the Navier-Stokes equations. So in here, air moves like a fluid, like water. So it follows the laws of motion. So, what is the importance of weather forecasting in these sectors? First is the agriculture. Why is it important? Because farmers depend on weather for planting, watering, and harvesting. For example, a heavy forecast for drought or heavy rain helps them protect crops, plan irrigation, or delay harvest. And its benefit is to increase crop yields, reduces losses, and ensures food supply. The second one is the disaster preparedness. Why is it important? Because it helps communities prepare for natural disasters like typhoons, floods, or heat waves. For example, early warnings for storms give time to evacuate or strengthen homes. Its benefit is to save lives and reduces damage to property. The third one is the transportation. Why is it important? Because weather affects travel by land, sea, and air. For example, forecasts help airlines avoid storms and ships steer clear of rough seas. So its benefits is to prevent accidents, delays, and improves safety. And the last one is the public health. Why is it important? Because weather can affect disease spread and human health. For example, heat waves can cause dehydration or heat stroke. Floods may spread waterborne diseases. So its benefit is the health services can prepare for outbreaks or advise the public to take precautions.
Hello, I am Alpha Fea Lagrada and I am going to discuss the different weather forecasting methods. So first, we have the numerical weather forecasting. So it is the use of computers and math equation to predict the weather. So meaning it takes real weather data and runs it through the computers through models that simulate how our atmosphere work, then gives a forecast based on those calculations. Since we already know that the Earth's atmosphere is governed by physical laws. So meaning we will observe like how the air moves, how the heat flows, and how the moisture on the cloud form. So meteorologists will turn these laws into equation, no? Kani mga natural observation sa atmosphere. And this observation will determine or it will describe how the weather changes. So those supercomputers will solve this equation for hundreds of thousands of points across the globe. So how does the forecast is made? So of course, the model calculate how things like, kind of temperature, wind, pressure will change by hour to hour. So, kada oras na nila gina-observe. And when they do this, they are also kind of observing the different layers of the atmosphere and across time, usually days ahead. Next is statistical weather forecasting. So statistical weather forecasting uses the past weather data to predict future conditions. Instead of simulating the atmosphere like numerical models does, it looks for patterns or trends from historical records and matches them to current situations. So how does the statistical weather forecasting works? So first, in terms of data collection, and years of past weather data are gathered, kana para sa temperature, rainfall, and wind, and etc. Next is the pattern recognition. If naay ka ng mga kana pare-parihag condition nga nahitabo sa una, of course, the system assumes that something similar weather might happen again. And of course, statistical methods, techniques like regression analysis or probability help turn those patterns into a forecast. However, naalag yung limitation ang statistical weather forecasting. So, it's statistical weather forecasting is not great for sudden changes or extreme events like typhoons. So, it will also assume that the atmosphere behaves similarly to how it did in the past, which isn't always true in a changing climate. So, ang issue lang din sa statistical weather forecasting is usahay um, naay mga anong forecast niya nga dili gud mahitabo or sayop ang iyang pag-predict in terms of weather. So next is nowcasting. So nowcasting is a super short term weather forecasting. So meaning instead na mag-predict sila sa weather days in advance like a regular forecast, nowcasting zooms in on the next few minutes to a couple of hours. So nowcasting is a combination of the word now plus casting. So meaning nung ang nowcasting is the focus ra gyud sila sa weather weather conditions in the very near future. Mostly ka ng mga 6 hours ang ilang gina-predict is 6 hours from now. So how does nowcasting works? So of course they are in order to forecast is they are getting a real-time data. So meaning they are using kanang mga super fresh nga info from the radars, mga weather satellites, and weather stations. And of course, it can track storms. So meteorologists monitor the clouds, the rain as they move minute by minute. So quick prediction since it's an outcasting man. So meaning it uses computer models and sometimes expert judgment to update forecast rapidly. So ang nakatsada sa nowcasting is it is very perfect for sudden weather changes. Dali ra gyud nila mabantayan kay kuan man nowcasting man every minute, every hour gina-obserbahan nila ang behavior sa atmosphere. So they can um, makabalo sila sa sadin kalit-kalit nga pag-usab sa weather like mga thunderstorms, mga kalit lang nga outbreaks of flash floods. So it is also critical for airports, mga outdoor sports, emergency services, and local events. So if we are going to use nowcasting, of course, kana mga tawo, dali ra na to ma-inform ang mga tawo nga na mga outdoor activities nga uy kana i-cancel lang inyong outdoor activities or dili lang nato buhaton diri sa kanang gawas kay naay posible gyud kay mag-ulan unya taod-taod mga 2 hours from now. So mo na nakatsada sa nowcasting. And of course, it can also help people make quick decisions like grabbing an umbrella before leaving the house. So pwedeng nakatsada since na-aware naman ka nga mag-ulan. So naging possibility nga makadala kag mga raincoats or mga payong, anything that would protect you from rain or sudden changes sa. So next is analog weather forecasting. So when we say analog weather forecasting, it compares today's weather to past weather events. Now, I know it sounds familiar. So forecasters look through historical data to find a day that had similar weather conditions like temperature, wind, pressure, and cloud patterns. If a match is found, of course, they will assume that the weather might develop the same. I mean, the weather might develop in a similar way. So, analog forecasting or analog weather forecasting is based on the idea that history repeat itself. Meaning na um, ang weather condition karon nga adlaw is kinda somehow parihas sa mga nahitabo adtong niagi nga adlaw. So, ang mga forecasters might use the past event to guess what might happen next. So how does it works? Na I know it sounded nga parehas-parehas sa statistical, but I will discuss later kung unsa ila ang differences. So first is pattern matching. So first forecasters search historical records to find a past weather pattern that closely resembles today. So prediction by similarity. If that past pattern lead to rain 2 days later, they might predict rain again this time. So expert judgment. It often relies on human experience and observation and not just in raw data. So if we are going to use analog forecasting mostly, next sa statistical man gud is they are using mathematical equation. Ay sila mag-assume or ay nila i-forecast ang hitabo na weather. However, in analog forecasting, they are relying on human experiences and observation. So if makuha nila silang data nga, uy, ang behavior lagi sa tong kuan karon sa tong atmosphere kay pare-parihara lagi sa nahitabo 3 years ago. And that's the time nga ilan nang i-conclude nga, uy, kana maura day gyapon ang mahitabo. And that's all for my part. Thank you for listening.
So thank you for listening, and let me end this topic in the saying, forecasting isn't just a science, it is our window for tomorrow. Good day and thank you. Again, this is Michael De Lopez together with Alpha Lagrada, and we are the Science Majors.